What's up, guys? We're back. We're reacting to the laziest breed of man.
What? Content creation is harder than your 9 to 5.
Alright, what's up with y'all? So today we're looking at a Twitch streamer who decided to
Oh, shoot. This is by Pancho.
pick up TikTok and upload his daily routine and a bunch of videos about his job as a small content creator. And you know, at one point, y'all, I was a small content creator, so I'm sure I can relate to some of these. I do believe this dude at one point said that streaming on Twitch is harder than working a 9 to 5, which say you've never worked a job without saying you've never worked a job. That's how I feel about that, but I don't even know what to expect. We're just gonna check this out today. Shout out LilyGirl18. If you want to shout out, I got a link in the description for y'all. Let's watch.
My morning routine as a small content creator. I always make my bed when I get up and make myself some G Fuel to get me energized.
Okay, hold.
Let's talk about what's on Buddy's
I
pants.
always make my bed when I get up.
What is that? What is that?
And make myself some G Fuel to get me energized.
Okay, hold up. Your first drink of the day is G
G
Fuel?
Fuel?
Are
Yeah,
you
that's
insane?
crazy.
That's really how you're starting your morning. I mean, props to him for making his bed,
But G Fuel? Buddy, drink a bottle of water. It's right next to your bed, son.
but that G Fuel, I don't know about all that.
Then I brush my teeth and take a shower, and most mornings I'll shave my face. I always try to make myself some kind of breakfast, and even though eggs are pretty gross, they give me the fuel I need to edit my videos throughout the day.
We don't like
The way he
eggs.
phrased that shit gives me the fuel I need to edit my videos throughout the day. You know, I need a large amount of fuel to be able to complete this insane task. Like, listen, I know that editing videos can be draining, but gives me the energy I... Shut the fuck. All right,
Buddy, you just drank a whole bottle of G Fuel. What other fuel do you need?
so we already saw his morning routine. I'm curious about...
Bro, eggs are mad good, not gonna lie. I eat like 4 of them a day. Like mad early in the morning. I be cracking three or 4 eggs. I went down.
his nightly routine. I want to see how he winds down. I really feel like there's a lot I can learn from this individual right here. Swell, young man.
Nightly routine of a small content creator. My schedule clears up after I edit, so I usually walk to the gas station for some Ghost or some Mountain Dew.
Buddy, more caffeine?
Yeah, your digestive system is just screaming at you. Yeah, I remember back in the day when I was working a 9 to 5 and I would wake... Y'all gonna call me crazy for this. I woke up every single day at around 6, 7 a.m. and my first meal of the day would be beef jerky and Monster Energy. I'm not even kidding. And looking back at it now, it's kind of funny because I remember asking myself, oh, why does my stomach hurt all the time? Not realizing that I was putting all that trash in my body every single morning. Listen, I do have a sweet taste for like energy drinks for some reason. I wish I didn't. And really, I've quit drinking energy drinks because they just don't do anything for me.
I've only had like 1 can of Monster in my whole life. My whole life, I've only had 1 can of Monster.
But that's crazy. This
I'm gonna
man
drink
starts
energy
his
drinks like
morning
that,
off
though.
with G Fuel and ends it with Mountain Dew, I think he said. Your body does not like you, brother.
I'm usually exhausted when I get home since it's at the end of my day.
I don't know if that's the right word, bro. Maybe tired. You've been sitting at a desk all day. You definitely can't be exhausted. Maybe mentally exhausted. I don't know what he means by that, but that word is crazy to use.
So this is when I start getting ready for bed. I don't get much time to relax since I stay busy throughout my day, so this is around the time I usually brush my teeth, shower, and watch some YouTube until I fall asleep.
I ain't gonna lie, chat. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. This daily routine sounds depressing as fuck. Listen,
Yeah, it sounds sad as heck and very boring.
yeah, I'm a content creator, so I know how the whole game goes of a daily routine with being able to upload videos or stream videos every day. This dude seems like all he does is just stays at his desk all day. And I remember back when I used to do that until I started scheduling my days to where I had some more balance in my life. I hit the gym a year ago, or I started hitting the gym a year ago. I started eating healthier. I started taking walks more. I started playing tennis more. I started playing basketball more. You know what I'm saying?
Tennis? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but tennis is so boring. Tennis is just not it.
And then you wouldn't want to be drinking Red Bull and G Fuel all the time. He hasn't mentioned water once. Where's the water? Also, an energy drink before bed? What?
Natural vitamins. Look, I just think it's really yummy, and it sure is a lot better for me than just downing a bunch of Monster or Red Bull.
Buddy, drink water.
Listen, bro, just
Milk.
listen closely. You're not wrong there. You're not wrong. G Fuel is better than Red Bull. Actually, I don't know about all that. Have you ever considered trying to drink water or trying to eat healthy and do it consistently? I know maybe on the first day you'll be like, oh, I don't like this. I don't like how it tastes. I'm not saying choose things you don't like, but G Fuel, my dog, no. That was an advertised product through like Keemstar and a bunch of other people in 2016 and a bunch of gamers. Like, you really think a bunch of gamers are gonna make a product that gives you good energy? I hate to say it too, you know, I'm sure maybe it gives you a little bit of energy, but it is nowhere near the best option you can have. Maybe make a protein shake.
Have y'all ever tried G Fuel? I haven't. But I got this mean tasting protein shake. It just tastes like ice cream, chocolate ice cream. I meant chocolate milkshake.
Maybe walk outside. You don't need G Fuel. Even Gatorade is a good option, and Prime is a pretty good option too from what I've seen. I tried it one time. Was very good.
Tired from what? Content creation is harder than your 9 to 5.
There it is, chat. I didn't think we'd get here. Now, obviously, I don't have to break this down, but I feel like I should, just to paint the picture better for y'all that this is so wrong. I've worked 4 9-to-5s in my entire life. My first job was working at Sky Zone, and that was actually a really fun job. Second job was working at a restaurant as a busser and an expo, and then my third job was working as a server. And then my fourth and most recent job that I held was working in a warehouse, moving boxes in the...
Well, I worked in a warehouse once. Hold on, I worked in a warehouse once. I shouldn't say worked because I was there for like 10 minutes and I left. I was burning plastic with no mask on. It was just a mad unsafe. It was like I had to make those big blue gallons of water or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The big old blue buckets. Not even buckets, they're like tubs. Some people use them for like planting. But yeah, I wasn't feeling it.
Back, selling countertops, selling cabinets to people, big things too. I had to move these all the way to the back of a warehouse just by carrying shit and just rolling stuff on a dolly. I'm talking refrigerators. I was having to work. And then once my YouTube channel popped off, I didn't have to work there anymore. I quit. I put in my 2-day notice. It's supposed to be a 2-week notice, but I was just like, I'm out of here. And I'm not gonna lie, this job is the easiest thing I've ever done. That's also the most rewarding. I'm just gonna keep it all the way a stack with y'all. I make so much money off this. And obviously, it's only because of you guys tuning in. I recognize that. But all I'm doing is just putting gameplay on the screen and talking about random things I see on the internet. Like, I know this dude is not saying this is harder than a 9-to-5. I can sit here and complain all the time like, oh, I'm getting kind of stressed out by this. But I always have to bring myself back into reality and be like, holy shit, bro, are you seriously complaining about this? You're really complaining about your dream job? Nah, you can kind of tell this dude's never worked a job in his life. And if he did, it was a very easy job.
That kid looked like a furry, not gonna lie.
Further prove my point, I remember when I was able to make YouTube my full-time job, I started crying, dog. I straight up started, it hasn't even clicked in his brain yet that this is such a blessing to have, and maybe he's just having too much like technology over.
Yeah, bro. I'd say that it's harder starting off, like getting the motion of it, trying to grow your audience and trying to find what you want to do. I think that's harder than a 9-to-5. But after you got it all set up and you know what you're doing, it's mad easy.
Stimulation, and he just needs to go the fuck outside. I mean, bro, all you do is drink Red Bull, all you do is sip G Fuel or whatever you do. I don't know what you do. Set blocks in your schedule to make yourself happier.
My back.
Looking at your eyes right now, I know your ass depressed. And looking at your room too.
You really don't know how much hard work goes into
Your eyes right now, I know your ass depressed. And looking,
buddy, 4, 8, 12, 16 things of G Fuel. And do you even drink water other than adding it to this?
at your room too.
You really don't know how much hard work goes into creating multiple videos a day. Being constantly creative with new video ideas, trying to make footage look good, getting new shots, taking many takes over and over, it can get to be a lot.
And that's not because the job itself is hard.
I just think it's more stress.
You're just overthinking it. I remember when I used to do the same thing. I would take my takes like, here's an example. All right, how's it going? How's it going, everybody? Until I just started realizing that I'm overcomplicating this shit. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all doing well today. It's simple. You're just
I used to
overthinking
do
it.
that.
And it's probably because you
Sometimes I
want to
still
seek
do.
approval or play the algorithm game. I don't know what your motive is, but bro, just be you. That is not the job's problem. That is your problem. Remember back when I was starting my videos out in
I kinda wanna
like
start playing
2019,
Minecraft
and I would
again.
talk like this every single video. I would talk like a radio announcer, and I would just stress myself out because it just wasn't me, bro. I was trying to seek approval or try to play the algorithm game. I was trying to be funny. Just be you, bro. That's how you really win in this shit. For those who are listening to this still, I feel like we can have a soul to soul if you've been subscribed to my channel for a long time. I have evolved
That's my first
so
video
much
over
as a
him.
human since then. I stopped caring so much about what I say and what I shouldn't say. If this is too let people think I'm weird for it. Because guess what? I'm working with me. I'm not working with a mask of me.
I'm working with
Leave his
me.
house.
All right.
Having lots of friends and going out too much can be a really big distraction. I keep my circle really small. Of course, going out with friends is really nice and all, but all of my best friends have common interests with me, so it's a really good environment for productivity. People call my life sad or depressing, but I like how I live. It makes
Buddy. Eat, go to the gym, do other productive things. You look depressed. You look sad.
me happy, so I don't see why there's anything wrong with that.
Now, I know y'all can smell that cope from a mile away. Look at his face when he says that. Oh, I love how I live. You're
I'm
not
not
really
depressed.
expressing it. And you're making tons of TikTok videos coping basically about how quote unquote hard your life is and how much goes into being a small streamer. Like, bro, no, there's not really shit that goes into it compared to most people that live on this earth. Most people are out here working their jobs, doing more things that you have to do on a daily basis, and they get 10 times less benefit than you, bro.
Bro, for
Think
real.
about that. I don't believe this dude loves his life. I mean, sure, he might like it because of all the benefits he gets, but he doesn't love it. You can tell. And the reason why I'm so like crazy about this right now, like I'm really fired up about this because I low-key kind of want to help him in a way. I hope he's watching. That you can add with being able to. All right, by this point, it's like, who the fuck raised this kid? You need energy to clean your room.
What?
Because I desperately needed to organize, so this should give me the energy that I need.
You don't need energy, buddy. You need discipline. Straight discipline.
All right, by this point, it's like, who the fuck raised this kid? You need energy to clean your room.
I'm gonna
That's
put
his
a
way
belt
of
to my
saying
ass
I'm
if I ain't clean my
depressed and I
room.
need a substance to be able to have enough energy to clean my room. That is the definition of depression. I can go do groceries by myself without all that stuff. I can clean my room. I can make my bed. I can shower without all this stuff. Like, what is he talking about? Are y'all kind of confused by this too?
What if this guy's playing
I
Java?
spent the first half of my day batch filming other videos, so this is basically a full-on content day. After I filmed, my room was
Bro, he just put like all that water in that fridge. I even seen him drinking water this whole video.
a complete mess, so the second half of my day was spent cleaning and editing. I made some dinner and edited the footage that I had, but I was totally drained by the time I was done, so I went to sleep.
That burger
Okay,
did
totally
look good
drained
though.
at the end of your day when you started
It's dry,
out
though.
by drinking G Fuel, making your bed and cleaning your room that you needed G Fuel to help you with. Then you work on videos and then organize again, I think he said, and you're tired by the end of your day. Bro, you need to restructure your entire life. I'm sorry. I'm just being honest. And yeah, that's all I really wanted to look at today. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments section. Maybe there's some of you guys that actually think that this stuff is like super, super hard. And to a degree, if you're somebody like Mr. Beast and you have a bunch of people employed under you and you have a whole operation going, yes, that is when it becomes like, oh shit, this is super demanding. But
Yeah, mad stressful. If you guys did like this video, go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, do your thing. We're on the road to hit 400 subscribers. I believe we can do it. You can help. Deuces.